Hi students, now today's topic is very important. We have already studied and we have already cleared of last 2-3 lectures the meaning of management's nature and our features are characteristics of management, scientific management of principle. Now today one of the best and very IMP question for your coming board examination. The topic is 14 principle of management. It is also called Henry Fayol principle of management. Sometimes it comes to the short notes 5 marks, sometimes comes to the long questions of 10 marks. But this year the paper pattern is going to be changed, and the paper pattern had not decided of OC, Organization of Commerce and Management. So we will let you know what is the paper pattern which is decided by the board, and we will get as early as possible. I will let you know. So now, before I am going to start this topic, first of all, this principle of management, this 14 principle of management, we are applying in daily basis, routine work also. You are applying in studies also. The most of the joint stock company, partnership firm, or sole trading concern, all the business organization are applying this 14 principle of management, because the manager does the work on base of these principles, because manager want the results with our subordinate. So you have to create and develop these principles. So first of all, Henry Fayol born was 1841 and death was 1925. It was very ancient time. He is a French mining engineer. He is a born and brought up in French country, so French mining engineers, and he had, after that he has become as a manager of industrialist, successful manager, and after that he was appointed as a chief managing director of the company. So that means one engineer has go for successful manager of industry and that become as a managing director. It's not a big joke. It's a big capability, ability of this person. We are all salute this person, and we have to learn so many things from this person. And this Henry Fayol is one of the very important person. And now this is the way when we are maintain and create this principle of management, then comes out the mind in comes out of this person made industrial by Henry Fayol. And after that he had made the book. The book name is famous book. His name is General and Industrial Administration. This 14 principle, they write the books and they comes out from this book, General Industrial and Administration. It was a very famous book, and that's why Henry Fayol we are called father of management. So this 14 principle we are not able to cover this in this lecture only. Today we are trying to cover the 7 points, 7 principle of management. And you know the smart code is there. So we are always maintaining the smart codes before I'm starting this lecture and before starting these points. What is the smart code of this one now? DAD. DAD is us rescue. DAD is us rescue. That means DAD means D for division of work, A for authority, and D for discipline, I for initiative, S for subordinate of individual interest rather than personal interest, organizational interest. Then O for principle of order. Then S for U for unity of command. Then you can say S for principle of stability, R for principle of remuneration, E for equity, S for scholar chain, C for centralization, U for unity of command, E for esprit de trops, that is called team spirit, teamwork. So these are the 14 points. Today I am going to be make one by one points and one by one explanation I will give you. So you can just go through in very properly way. So that means principle of management is a very IMP questions. As I told, you have to very important, and you can maintain properly way, and you can read 2 or 3 times. And students, video you can go through not one times only. It is not easy to take my lectures, and it is not easy to take in one way. Many students are using this online system, and they are go through for this YouTube channel, but you can do for 2 or 3 times, and then it definitely you will understand. I'm not saying to everybody not understand from one time only. Many of the students call me and understanding, and many students are calling me, and if I have any doubts, so you can also call me. So now first of all, first point is division of work. First point is division of work. So that as per this principle, the work in an organization be divided into the small part. The work should be divided. Andrew Fellow said that the division of work is very important. If the division of work is divided into the small part, the work will get the result, and that the organization may be do as a effectively. The work will go for the you can say like that the goal reach. That means every organization have a goal. The goal will be reached as early as possible. I'm giving the one example to you. Is the best example. If, in our college, we have different types of teachers, the different types of subject teachers. So that means one teacher cannot teach all the subject. So different types of teachers that teach as a subject assigned given by the superior, and according to his qualification and his interest. So that's why the division of work is very important. It is one of the good management trick of the principle. It is you are learn from, not from the now. You can go for your high school session also. There are so many different teachers of math, different teachers are there, science different teachers are there, sports teachers are different. So same way, the division of work, if you are a manager in your organization, your first term, the work should be divided into the part. That means the divide into the some small sub part. That means this work you can say given to your employee, and depending about their interest, skill and capability, and you can check the interest and capability of the employee. As per that, you can divide this all the work. So definitely you will get the results. So that is the first point, division of work. Now second point, principle of authority and responsibility. See, authority and responsibility must be equal. It goes simultaneously way. Authority and responsibility. That means authority is not more, responsibility is not less. And responsibility is not more, authority is not less. It must be equal. It must be balanced. So that means authority means what? The right to give the order and get the work from done. Means the manager give the authority to someone and get the result from her or his subordinate. Same way, you can say responsibility also to achieve the desired results. So the manager can work properly only if he is authority to take the decision, and however with authority comes responsibility. It is also very important. Authority always comes with responsibility, and when authority has given to his manager, he is responsible to get the work done. And if the work is not completed on time, the responsible of the is the only one, manager. So that means that work will be done on time. I'm giving an example to you for this one now. You know our captain, Indian captain, cricket team captain is a Virat Kohli. So he is one of the authority. He is the authority to choose his team, and then he decide to bat in the order. Then when the team is at the loss, which means if the team have not win the match. So all the responsibility come to the captain. So authority and responsibility is simultaneously goes out, because the authority and responsibility are maintained in similar way. I'm giving the one example of Virat Kohli is our Indian captain. He's a decide to choose the team and decide also the batting order. If something would happen, the team lost the match. So all the responsibility come to the captain. So that means in our business organization also same way, authority and responsibility principal management have to maintain. Now next point is, third point is principle of discipline. So discipline means what? Observation of rules and regulation. The manager should maintain the discipline on business organization. Students have maintained the discipline. The discipline word is not a new word for you. According to Fowell, discipline is the most essential thing in the organization. An employee must respect and obey the rules and regulation. Employee should be give the must respect and obey means following the rules and regulation of the organization. Discipline help to achieve the goal in the set of the organization. If discipline is there, definitely we will achieve the goal of the organization. Good leader can properly maintain discipline and on the organization. There should be proper understanding between management and employee regarding the rules of the organizations, and definitely you can say discipline should be observed all level of management. It is not only for the lower level management, middle level, top level management, all level of management should be observed. For example, you can say management should clearly convey office time to its employee, and employee need to be follow the rules and regulations. So discipline of timing is very important. If the manager will be applicable of the something the our employees should be come on time, so that employee also will be follow the regulation of this and all. So this is one of the important points of discipline which I have explained of third point now. Fourth point is principle of initiative. So now initiative means what? To manager have the first step. It is initiative means first step, and manager should be encourage employee to take initiative and come up with the new ideas. The manager will not own as a boss, as a leader, as a not not listening to our subordinate. The manager will be asked and said to everyone, if you have to call the employee by the time and take the decision of our employees, and you can say come with of new ideas of the employees. According to this principle, manager should welcome such ideas even if they may be wrong or impractical. This approach helps to build a healthy organizations, and you can say more importantly, it creates the sense of belonging, the mind of the employees. See, I am the teacher. If I'm have some one idea from your side, you will give us 2 or 3 ideas. Maybe it is wrong, maybe impractical. But if I will call to students and say me, give me some idea of and come out from the following situation and following problem. So definitely you are sharing your ideas and new ideas and mind out. So definitely you can it is impractical also. It is you can say wrong also. But I am calling to all the students, and I am asking some my help of this all initiative. So that means students mind of that, students always mind of it. Yes, it is a healthy organization, it is healthy teamwork, and you can say students also feel about healthy. Just sir is asking for something suggestion of my side, so definitely students will give the suggestions. In same way, manager will ask to our employees and may ask the about the ideas, new ideas and plans. So definitely they are sharing. Next point is principle of subordinate of individual interest, organization interest. So it is a very easy. I'm just saying subordinate means working staff. That means according to this principle, the interest of individual to be lesser important as compared to interest of the organizations. Means individual interest is less. The manager will be focused on organizational interest. So organization is a big one now. You can say manager must consider interest of those organization rather than interest of single employee. While taking the any decision, the employee should give higher importance to interest of the organization than their own self. When the organization grow, the employee will be prosper automatically. You know, when the organization will be move ahead, our employee will be going to move ahead only. So one, I am giving one example of this one. You know about that in our Indian cricket team, MS Dhoni was previously captain. MS Dhoni stepped down as the captain of the Indian cricket team in 2017 and allowed Virat Kohli to take over the captainship in spite of still being in the team. He gave more importance to the team interest rather than his individual interest. I mean, Virat Kohli is a very good player, and MS Dhoni also is a very good player. But in spite of they have stepped down in the year of 2017 of captainship, and it is still in the team as a player. So it is a they are focused only not the individual interest. They are focused of the Indian team. So this is one of the important example I have given. The subordinate of the individual organization of interest means employee. The manager should not take the only one single employee's interest. They will think about the whole organizations or business organization. And the sixth point is principle of order. See, one is very important. This is a important you can say principle of the management. The principle of order. The principle order means principle order is not even just not like that. The principle is based a place of everything its place. Means the order, whatever it is given, it's for everything, and everything it should be on place only. Human resources and materials, whatever the resources of human being. I know the last lecture the resources. There is a 5 resources are there: man, money, material, market, manpower. It should be right place of right time to be used and for the maximum efficiency. The principle focuses on the proper utilization of physical and human resources. For example, I am telling you, an accountant expert should be account department, not for the marketing department. That means if you are have the command principle of order, so that accountant should be from expert of the accountant only. He will not expert in the marketing department. So every order should be on place and everything goes on right time. And for this application, we are getting the good results in business organizations. So this is all principle of order. Next and last point is of today's last point, principle of unity of command. See, very easy. Each employee is an organization should receive the order from our superior. The principle help in managing this principle help in managing conflict and dispute among the people in the organization. Means this principle help to there is no any conflict, there is no any dispute among the people of the organization. If an employee receive the order from if the employee receive the order from more than one superior, I'm again my sentence I'm saying now. If the employee means who is working in the organizations, business organization, receive the order from more than one superior, means there is not one superior, there is two superior, then he will be get confused and he will not understand whose order to be follow first. This will be hamper the work, and each employee should know his immediately superior should receive the order from him. For this organization, hierarchy should be defined. If the employee is see, simple thing is that principal unity of command means one superior will give and one boss will give to order to the our subordinate, our working staff, our employee. Because one sentence are there: so many cook spoil the soup. So many cook spoil the soup. Means there are so many different cook are there. Definitely the spoil will be not in tested. So that means same way I am giving one another example. If the employee is on 2 projects of 2 different bosses, both of them ask the employee to finish the work on the same day. In that case, employee will either have the work long hours, which will be affect his efficiency he may have finished the task in improper manner. Means what? If the employee of two project with two different bosses, both of them are employee. What they want to finish work in 2 days only. On the same day, in case what happen, employee will be either have a work long hours, means whatever the employees work are 8 hours or maybe 6 hours, they will do the overtime. And what is the then if suppose they are do the overtime, it is affected to his efficiency and maybe have a finish the task in a improper manner also. So this is a one important unity of command. These are the 7 points I have explained. Is principle of division of work means divide the work in the small sub part. Principle of authority responsibility means authority and responsibility must be equal, must be balanced. Means there is no more authority, there is no less responsibility, and there is no more responsibility, there is no less authority. The principle of discipline means the follow the rules and regulation from the given by superior, even employer also and even employee also. Principle of initiative, that means you can take new ideas and a decision from the our business organization, subordinate, our working staff, our employees. Principle of subordinate individual means there is no interest of the personal, means employee, it is interest for the whole organization. Principle of order, that the order should be followed in a proper way. And principle of command means one boss, only one boss, and they follow the what? Order and due, and means follow the order and take the work on time. So these are all the 7 points I have explained. These 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, these are all the points I will explain on my next lectures. That means 7, 14, out of 14, 7 I have completed. 7, you just wait for my next lecture and read this all the in your textbook, because whenever the any teacher will be explained, your work is that, your responsibility is that you should be read at least 4 to 5 times. Read on at least 4 to 5 times. Then you come to the lectures. Definitely, when you are watching the YouTube channel of my this all the lectures, you will understand properly. Then also, if you have any doubts, you can call me by my personal also 9323231792. And today is not a homework. You just read through all the 7 points, and these 7 points you can read through. There is no homework of today. After this completing all 14 principles, you can write once only. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you.